pretty clearly disproven by the comments we're getting. Or at least the people commenting suggest that we kind of nailed it while people are watching. He gives really kind of advice that's kind of backwards, right? Or contradictory, self-contradictory. He says, stream what interests you or you'll fail. And then tells me that it doesn't matter what I feel. I need to just buckle down and do it. And then tells me that I have no job, but actually do have a job. And then it's not really stream of thought. It's kind of like a fairly decent chat program designed to just get shit through. But anyways, it doesn't matter. We don't need to shit on this guy's comments or something. He did do exactly what I asked, which was provide me feedback. I think very little of this feedback, but that's not spam. I always appreciated your in-depth guides for Civ 5 playthroughs of this game. Also provide examples of your tactics in action. This combination helped me a lot. Why is this in my spam folder? How is this likely spam? Maybe if I could make a setting that made the word Civ 5 spam, I might consider implementing that, but that's fine. Approved, dude. Like, why do I have to click this twice? Fucking YouTube. Oh, I can approve the second comment, but not the parent comment. Okay, that one stays in spam. All right. Just a noob that bought the game for the sake of playing something similar, and boy, am I having a hard time. The usual shooter-looter game, so this genre has kicked me to the curb. So thank you for these tutorials. If anything, I hope to at least learn something from these videos. Looter Shooter in the Civilization 6 Understanding Basic City Management Guide to Response. Why? Why is that a spam? This is 2 weeks ago. Oh, how do we get this by... I want this... Why is this using a different sorting routine? Oh, maybe it wasn't. Maybe this is still by time. It's just most of these are much older. Welcome to Gay Civ channel. If you enjoy playing video games and get money to play them. Well, Filthy couldn't even tell Sarah happy birthday. Who's Sarah? Unsub. What's up, Lefty? That's a PKA reference. Taunt enemies to force them to move through multiple zones of control for free attacks. Economical. Taunt doesn't work that way in this game. This is someone theory crafting without testing it, telling me to do something when he hasn't actually tested it himself. Oh, and he comes back to say 3 months. Oh, this is not that much longer. Okay, comes back to say I'm wrong. That's cool. I would approve those comments just for the fact that this is someone learning in real time. I can't approve these comments. I only approve the fucking system. Why can I only approve the child comment as opposed to the parent comment? Yeah. Who is Sarah? I have no idea who Sarah is. All right, I don't think we need to delve deeper into that. I wish I could make Liberty First comment show up, but I don't see your comment still, Rivan. So I don't know where your comment is. Have you done something? Oh, have you been shadow banned on my channel? I don't even know how to check shadow bans. Search around that hour. All right, hold for review public. Oh, this was posted 1 minute ago, 9 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. We should probably get those real quick. Okay, I'm not going to be doing this whole day today. We are going to move from this to for Frostpunk in a minute here, but let's just finish this up because we're kind of continuing this stream of thought from yesterday. The Civ 5 guides, and also I literally didn't have time to read through these this morning. Like I got up a little bit late and was like, I don't have time to read these. The Civ 5 guides were really informative. I watched your games to learn how to play. It was really interesting how you appreciated every part of the game with the level of optimization I never thought of. For example, the building roads in your territory or to another player to be able to ward or defend better. I don't really play Civ 5 anymore, and I don't think you would want to either, so I don't know what game could come next. This is a weird thought. There's been so many games between now and Civ 5. It's weird to think that they're like, oh, I wonder what he'll do after Civ 5. What do you think I've been doing after Civ 5? The games you do play now, I just don't play myself. I don't know if there's any other games you'd want to play that'd be interesting to watch, that I'd be interested in watching. Long shot, I think it'd be interesting if you got into StarCraft, though it's a very hard game with very experienced players. Yeah, I don't really want to play StarCraft. I don't want my strategy to be click speed based too much. especially as someone whose wrists already notice that I'm on the computer for a billion hours a day. As a long-term viewer, my favorite content of yours is multiplayer stuff, not just PvP, but true multiplayer. The competitive, cooperative dynamic of seeing you in an environment with other quality players has led to the most compelling content you've ever produced, or you have produced. Even slower-paced games can turn into white-knuckle, edge-of-your-seat entertainment when the multiplayer element is added to it. At some point, most people master the AIs they play against, but seeing humans play against each other leads to breakdowns in our best-laid plans, and that's compelling to watch. I agree 100%. This is one of the things that we absolutely want to re-add to the stream when we can find the games that support this as multiplayer PvP. And he says PvP doesn't matter, but literally what he's describing is PvP. And I think he means it doesn't have to be killing a dude with another dude. Like, it doesn't have to be like shooting him with a rifle or something like this. But I think he's misunderstanding. When I say, or rather, maybe we're not communicating with the same words here, meaning the same things with the same words. When I say PvP, I'm talking about player conflict. And player conflict in pretty much any way is a good thing for me in terms of the interest of the game I have, the interest I have in a game. I totally understand getting away from Civ 5. It wasn't just the game, but the dynamic of the multiplayer that made it entertaining. If you want to do an RPG, maybe get into MMO type ones. You used to play EVE Online, right? And something like that. You mean like Crowfall? There's a multiplayer scene around HOI 4 for strategy games, and those games end in the course of one day stream, unlike EU4 multiplayer. That's interesting. I didn't know HOI 4 was playable in that amount of time. I'm sure there are a million better multiplayer choices out there. My ultimate point is that finding some sort of multiplayer game that you can sink your teeth into would be totally welcome for us as your audience. Cheers. Cheers to you as well, man. Thanks for the informative response. I found you through your Civ 5 guides. Initially, I wanted to get better at Civ 5. I keep coming back to your videos because I like the analytical way of thinking, because you're good at explaining your thought processes for decisions. I also really like your personality. Like many others have said, I appreciate your humor and insult, except when it's targeted at people and gets hurtful. Yeah, this is something that I think we've cut down on a lot since we started streaming. It's one thing, like gaming for me was initially a relaxation and venting kind of thing at the end of when I had time, when I wasn't. It's been a hobby for my life, right? And then when I got very heavily involved in graduate school, my time to play got super reduced. And then when I did play, it was supposed to be basically be like, holy shit, grad school is stressful as fuck. This is going to be relaxing. And one of the ways I vent in person before I was streaming was I'd be like, fuck this fucking opponent. I'm going to shit down his throat for the rest of the night. I'm going to make him so he never wants to play this game again. And I found that enjoyable and relaxing. And I still do. But I think there's better ways to direct that here. So I think this has been something that we've worked on over the years, which is making it that's a very personal response that you can have in the privacy of your own home. Even if I were to engage with that person in real life after having thought those comments, I would of course do that much, much differently. So what happened essentially is when I started streaming, it was just like, oh, you get unfiltered filthy immediately, but it's going into an environment where there's other people who are able to receive that. It was never intended for other people's reception. So I think we've done a better job of doing that. Solved the mystery? Oh, good. All right. I think I will always watch your stuff for those reasons, regardless of what games you play. I haven't planned for that, and I think many people have the same idea. People find it amusing when I'm salty, but they do not like it. They find it very off-putting to watch me get truly angry at somebody and to vent that at that person. Haven't planned for that, but through you, I discovered some games which I absolutely love, most of all Darkest Dungeon and Battle Brothers. This, I think, is really good, and I want to continue doing this on this channel. I want people to come to my channel and be like, I've never thought about playing that game, but Filthy makes it look really fun, breaks it down so I can get into it, and when I buy it and play it, it is really fun. You guys really help me to enjoy the games myself. Good, that's what they're designed to do. Like you, I enjoy the challenge of completing games in the hardest difficulty. Cool. I mostly watch your VODs and not Twitch because I live in Europe and our schedules do not align well. Mostly watch your VODs and not Twitch because I live in Europe and our schedules do not align well. I stream to a European time zone. Maybe it's too early. Maybe he works like an evening shift or something. Mostly I watch your stuff while doing boring stuff at home like dishwashing, cleaning, and so on. What I really hate about Twitch is that the content will vanish after a certain amount of time. For example, I began watching your latest Battle Brothers run on Twitch but couldn't finish watching it because it wasn't on Twitch anymore and I couldn't find it on your VOD channel either. I'd like to encourage you to put all your streams up on your VOD channel. This is a issue with the editors changing. This will never I can't say this will never happen again because if this editor doesn't work out and I have a break between editors again, it might happen again. But the goal is never to have this happen. The goal is to get all of my VODs up to the VOD channel as much as humanly possible. For RPGs, I agree with the other comments regarding stories and spoilers. I think you have a chance of still having decent viewer numbers for RPGs if you're one of the first guys streaming that game and or if it's a very difficult game. I think if you made guide videos for RPGs, those would most likely be very successful. I think that all games, including RPGs, would get you decent viewer numbers if the game is enjoyable to watch, even if people can only watch maybe half an hour of your stream. I'm really confident you'll find a new game gen soon. I wish you all the best luck, and I wish you all the best and look forward to your future content. Thank you for doing what you do. Thanks for the kind words. I agree with a lot of the sentiments of this. And the VOD channel is hopefully something that we will get. I mean, it is up and running, but I mean, hopefully it will continue to up and run fairly cleanly without much interruption. Okay, are we over responding to this video? I think we are. I think we've gotten through the rest of the stuff. I'm not sure. There was a little bit of extra stuff in here today that was different and useful from yesterday's, and that was primarily the stuff from people who are basically like, we only watch you for Civ 5. We're watching this video because no one knows, but I'm glad they are. And then this is the thoughts from players from that.
I dislike because I don't want to be.
Okay. Only one last way to look at this. Let's look at the top trending comments. I only really watched for Civ 5 and it taught me a lot, which is strange to upvote. I mean, it's upvote to be like, this is what happens for me, but it actually doesn't do any of the criteria for the response I'm looking for, which doesn't tell me anything useful. Same, yep, ditto. Isn't that what the thumbs up button's for? I don't know. I used to watch your Civ 5 games all the time. Since that era, I haven't found anything to post you stuck with me. What do you still have the full games are all okay? I have a few suggestions. Okay, I think we've read most of these. This is 93 upvote. Wait, they're not sorted by upvotes? What are they sorted by then? Top comments. What defines a top comment if it's not the number of upvotes? Yeah, no, I understand we've read all of these, Xanadu. What I'm reading them for is I'm kind of curious because the top voted comments are the ones that resonate with people who aren't taking the time to post their own votes. That's what that means, right? Is essentially people go, yep, that's me, and agree with that. So I was looking to see if that, the problem with reading every comment and attaching equal weight to it is not everyone thinks these things, and there's a large portion of people who aren't commenting who think different things. So the idea of skimming the ones that have the maximum number of upvotes is essentially giving us some sense of what a large silent majority of people are also thinking. All right. I prefer you play things like difficult things. Yep. Appreciate your in-depth guides to Civ 5. Place where the games are also provide examples of your tactics in action. This combination helped me provide a lot. That's actually a fairly fine comment because it just says, like the Civ 5 guides, thinks content in that same vein would be useful. He misses the Civ 5 streams. Okay. What do I watch you? Okay, 30, 62. I came here for the detail, the min-maxing, and the snarky attitude. Okay. Any other high voted ones? 40. I'm waiting for Civilization 5 to make a there's so way too many Civilization 5 comments. Maybe do Civ 5 throwback, high up votes. Do people not get this? Am I not being clear about this, or they just don't really give a shit what my actual thoughts on this are? Any other high up votes? I thought that was Marmazir for a second. No. Okay. All right. I think we're done with this. I think people just don't get it. Yep. Oh, it's backwards. Hold on. Wait, why is it backwards? There's a way to flip this camera somewhere. Where the fuck is it? Not worth it. Not worth it. Okay. I think we're done with that for today. Let's go play some Frostpunk. How do you guys feel about that? Where's my Frostpunk? Frostpunk. Okay. I just noticed my camera is backwards. Rivan, how do you think I recorded the video? Do you think I used my camera? It's not that I noticed my camera is backwards. I was trying to duplicate the image on screen. Is it okay to give suggestions here? Would you like them more concentrated on YouTube? I'd like them more concentrated on YouTube, honestly, because the video, I'm more likely to see the comment and remember the comment and reference the comment. filter reminds me of Vincent Van Gogh. Aw. You thought about playing some Retropolis? Yeah, that's on there too. Do you have a breakdown of where viewers are located for your channel? Let me see. Twitch just changed their interface. I think there used to be something like that in there. Community. Content. I do not. Insights maybe. Channel analytics, stream summary, achievements. I think channel analytics maybe has something for that. Let me just take a quick look. We'll do it. I could make this in the background if it makes you guys feel better. Okay. Where did my views come from? Which channels have channels in common with me? Oh, I don't know some of these people. What categories do my viewers like to watch? What were my top clips? Oh, the cock and ball torture one got a lot of views. That's good. Do you have any custom go live notifications performed? What tags are users filtering to find my channel? So no, not a lot. There was not a lot of useful stuff here. Or it doesn't tell me where they're from, rather. But I could show you this maybe. Where do my views come from? What channels have viewers in common with me? What categories do my viewers like to watch? What are my top clips? How have my custom go live notifications performed? Yeah, I don't know this. I don't know Keen. I don't know Ronar either. But it's interesting. But no, it doesn't tell me where they're from. YouTube does some of that for a while. You think it's quite easy to market for 5 multiplayer games and guys? There's like 2 streamers that actually stream. Victor. Okay. Victor, like the fun, again, I'm gonna you know this. You've been with this channel, trolling this channel for years and years and years. The rules for trolls are very similar, or very simple rather. Be funny and engaging, or don't post. So, all right. So we have this scenario. I'm fairly burnt out on this scenario because I don't find it very engaging with this, or I don't find it very engaging trying to beat the same fucking thing with this really, really intense timing requirements. I don't actually like that. This is speed running to some degree, right? Or like platforming, right? You need to hit, you need to double tap A at exactly the precise moment, followed by holding the, the left joystick button for X amount of time, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't really do it for me. I like my decisions to be strategic and be decisions as opposed to fitting the only piece that fits in there. So this scenario is kind of pissing me off. Maybe we just skip to the last scenario and see if it's a little bit less annoying than this scenario. I think we can beat our head through it if we have to, but I kind of don't really want to. I would like to. Oh, I should ask Tom. Like, where are we on this? Is this? Let me just double check. This might be something else that is worth bringing up right now. What do we have so far for this? 2 seconds. All right. Don't think that's really where I want to show that yet. That's the game sheet, but it's getting there. Critical Schmidt. Any interest in getting into Anno? It's let's see. So this was, I'm gonna drop something in channel in a second. This was the list of suggestions from yesterday that got written down. And the problem is it's parsing this, right? Like, which of these are actually something that I want to do? I don't know. I need a better criteria for figuring out which ones are people suggested games they like versus which ones are games that I'm actually going to like or my channel's going to do well with. So, got it, Victor. Thea 2 and not Thea 1. Correct. I think I would like to revisit Battletech potentially. And I think learning the Warhammer system might be worthwhile, although I did see some chat comments from earlier saying the Warhammer single player is in pretty bad shape. So maybe we just wait for Total War Warhammer 3 before we touch that. I don't want added stuff to this. This is not. I'm not opening this up for suggestions from this. We have a Discord channel for game suggestions. That Discord channel gets monitored. The monitors plug that into spreadsheets. That's fine. I'm just pointing out the fact that there's a shit ton of things being offered right now as the immediate next step, and no criteria yet for vetting that. So we'll figure it out. All right. We're going to do Frostpunk, I think, for the moment. What do you guys think? This scenario, next scenario? Or do we just go buy Battletech DLC right this instant and try out the new Battletech? You know what? I can fucking vote that. You guys are here. You guys are showing up. You guys are the ones invested in this right now. I don't have a strong preference today. And I don't have like, there's sometimes I'm like, okay, we're doing this today. That's my goal. That's what I planned for. This is what I want to do. Today is kind of a little bit more open than that. So, okay then. All y'all showed up. All right. Frostpunk for today. Frostpunk for today. Battle buy. Check out Battletech DLC. The problem with doing that right now is I don't have any sort of like mod list or anything like that. It's gonna be base game stuff, which is fine. Alternatively, was there one more I was gonna do? Total War Warhammer 2 now. All right. These are the 3 I'm willing to try today. The poll is on stream. I'm gonna refill coffee, refill water. Yeah. So let me know. Looks small. Okay. All right, back in a minute. Remember to vote for Battletech, because that's what we're playing. It would be nice if what you guys voted for and what I wanted to do aligned. Back in a minute. Oh shit! I forgot to. I might have to read. Might have to change the. Wow, people really did go and vote for BattleTech after I said that. That's so interesting. All right, we're gonna do this again. Okay, so people are not super excited about Frostpunk right now. That's fair. I'm not super excited about Frostpunk right now too. I forgot one more example. Maybe I'll add it to the poll or not. Which is currently I woke up and I've got like a huge like swath of my arm which is peeling right now. And I know ASMR is like a really big thing on the internet. And I don't really understand it, but we could maybe ASMR stream peeling the skin and the noise that makes, right? It's about noises. So that would be pretty good, I think. We could try that. Probably not like super saturated content. Probably a lot of people don't get burns of that magnitude over so much of their body all at once. Sound of eating it. Well, that would have to be like a subscriber stream of some sort where, you know, we ship that off and subscribers eat it on channel or something. Oh, QED, those ones fucking gross me the fuck out too. Although nothing is worse than those fucking flies that lay their larvae inside you, and there's a video of like this guy with all the fucking larvae popping out of his skin. That's the grossest fucking video I've seen on the internet. That one's the worst. Yeah, that's the fucking worst video I've ever seen on the internet. I don't think we'll watch it together because it literally thinking about it makes my skin crawl. Literally makes my fucking skin crawl. I hate parasites. Parasites as a whole are fucking disgusting. But that one's really bad. I looked for it the other day because I was going to link it to somebody, but I couldn't find it, and I didn't. And like the search terms were making me not happy about life. Having to extract maggots from sheep? I don't want. Why would you be doing that, Xanadu? Was that your fucking hobby as a child? That's something you do as a farm girl? Fucking hell. Ugh, that sounds horrible. All right. So voting looks like it's pretty much done. Looks like BattleTech is the clear winner. Cool. I think we have to download and buy that though. So let me just figure out what I don't have for. I don't know what DLC there's been for that, and I have to re-download it. So. Thing about Total War 2 is you need to buy both games. Yeah. Okay. Democracy failed again? No, democracy worked exactly as intended. I got an idea of what the people wanted and found that the people don't really know what they want. It's pretty evenly distributed, and I'll take the one that's more interesting to me. Let's find the BattleTech. I don't think I have it installed right now, so we're going to have to reinstall that. I wonder how laggy the stream will get for a second as that happens. BattleTech, I have BattleTech Backer Beta. I think we're, oh, and I have BattleTech the full game. Okay, let's install that. What are the store page? What do we got? BattleTech is already in your Steam library. I'm pretty sure I don't have the DLC. Where are the DLC? Buy BattleTech Digital Deluxe version. Doesn't sound like what I want. Mercenary Collection. Also doesn't sound what I want. Season Pass Bundle. I don't know what that is. Where are the fucking DLC for this? Content for this game. Flashpoint Shadowhawk Pack. Digital Deluxe content. I think it's Flashpoint. Browse all 5. Sure. Heavy Metal unleashes a wide variety of mechs that both longtime fans and new players can enjoy. Pilot 7 classic BattleTech mechs along with 1 new mech designed exclusively for this expansion. BattleTech Urban Warfare. BattleTech Flashpoint. It's the first ever, BattleTech's first ever expansion. That sounds like probably what we're talking about. That came out November 27th of 2018 though. It's 2 years old, really? Is this game 2 years old? BattleTech's first expansion adds new gameplay depth and over 30 hours of new content to your mercenary experience, including Flashpoint, high-stakes, branching short stories that link together mercenary missions, crew conversations, special events, critical choices, and rare bonus. That sounds probably closer to what we're looking for. And the Shadowhawk pack. An alternate skin for the formidable Shadowhawk mech. Wow, some of those values seem slightly disproportionate there, huh? How come you're giving a new chance to Total War Warhammer 2? Because there's a sequel in mind for it, and it comes up repeatedly as a type of a game I probably would enjoy if I did better about learning that interface. Yeah, exactly, QED. It's an electoral college system. Flashpoint Metal, Heavy Metal, and Urban Warfare? Would I play it single player or multiplayer? I would learn it single player and play it multiplayer. Is this something that I would be better served by waiting a couple days and emailing the company and getting the DLCs, all of them, and then doing like a full run with mods or something? In other words, are we jumping into this half-cocked right now and we need the full cock? Probably XYZ. I didn't end up doing a full run of that game because I didn't like it. TW3 is going to be TW2 with more content. Probably sounds like a good reason to learn TW2. All right, do we need more democracy? We had loads of fun with heavy metal. Okay. All right, more democracy. Hold on. Democracy. Whee! Okay. You're going off half-cocked, you fool. Take a day, get the DLC and mods lined up for the actual gaming experience that the people want. That will showcase the depth of the game. Okay. Or 2, immediate gratification is all we know. Better a donut in the belly than 2 tomorrow. Okay. 3. Skin peeling ASMR. And what are they? Bot flies? Botfly larva compilation. Okay. All right. Begin democracy. Okay. Seems like I already have an answer here. Polling is not necessarily for deciding things. My poor old wife called me yesterday. She's really wanting to be home. She's been out of the house now for like more than 2 weeks. Still had a couple days left. She gets back on Wednesday. And I could tell she just wanted to like, what she wanted me to do was, while talking to her on the phone, teleport her home so she could lie on the couch, relax, recover, watch a movie, be home, be along her own stuff in her own house with her own relaxation techniques. But I don't know. I think I was fairly helpful by pointing out that's what she wanted, and then by clearly pointing out that that was an impossibility, and that it would still be a couple of days before she could come home. So I don't think I did a very husbandly duty of making life any better. I think I did the trolley comment of pointing out the reality. I think just more polls for the rest of the stream. I occasionally watch Jericho, who I've discovered through PKA, Tucker, who seems to just watch. I don't even know what channel it is he watches, but it's some like compilation of short videos, and he just reacts to them all day. Could be fun. You guys ever watch Jericho? Three is pretty good. Okay. All right. How do we feel about cocking when we're here? Looks like we may need the full cock. Ooh, can I change anything else too? Isn't there a way where I can make all my moderators' votes count a lot more? Okay. Hey, Atriant. We're experimenting with new content types. Find places to stay with hot tubs. Yeah, I don't know. Overrated. Hot tubs. I find immersion in water with other people more and more disgusting the older I get, for some reason. Especially like public places or places that are used by multiple people. Yeah, exactly. Xanadu. Private hot tubs. I'm the one shedding skin. I'm not shedding so much as I am peeling off large swaths of it. I'm trying to build a life-size replica of myself in the house using it for my wife when she comes home. So far, only moderate success. To drink and smoke until you no longer care about the hot tub. Pretty sure that's cloning works. Yeah. Well, it's not cloning. What is it where like I think it's budding, right? Like a bacteria like basically multiplies itself and like slowly breaks that portion off. I mean, I think that might be a type of genetic cloning. Anyways, but yeah, I think that's what we need, like a filthy budding stream. Seems like it could be good. All right. So no one thinks I should. Everyone thinks we should do it. I mean, I don't think the framing is suggestive in any way. I think the framing makes all possible outcomes seem equally appealing. But it does look like democracy has succeeded. As much as I would actually really like to play Battletech right now, it looks like we should probably delay that until we are ready to do that. Well, chat's wisdom. It's hard to dispute chat's wisdom. You're rarely wrong. Ready? I'm channeling my inner Ben Stark. Chat's almost always right. All right, I'm done channeling that shit. Slay the Spire chat draft. That I don't think we were. That could be something. Okay, I'm indifferent to those options. All right. More polls. One poll to rule them all. What is the second part of that? One poll to bind them? What is it? Okay. How do you feel about more polls? Oh, dude. All right. I can't. Someone said poll for the poll god, and I immediately wanted to go play Warhammer. Feels like some marketing is done particularly successful. Are we allowed to watch other people's YouTube content on stream as content? I don't know if we're allowed to do that. Because I kind of have some I wanted to watch. You are? Really? Wait, my content can be just parasiting other people's content? That's kind of cool. Become the botfly. As long as I don't pretend it's yours. Okay. It might be Atria. We don't know. Aspen Gold deserves 90% of his stream. I thought he was a WoW streamer. If I add meaningful commentary, if we define meaningful lightly, broadly. This one's not a WoW golder. Who am I? A WoW streamer. Who am I thinking of? Who's that guy who plays? I thought that was. All right. Okay. So we're a little bit more limited than we thought we were. Basically, is what I'm looking at. All right. What do I have installed on the computer right now? I have Battle Brothers is installed. Path of Exile is installed. Rimworld is still installed, and we have our playthrough we were doing with that. Although it's been a while, and we're immediately mess it up by unpausing a playthrough we haven't played in a while. It's that far ahead. We have Slay the Spire. I don't know if it's installed or not. I think it is. It's not glowing white. But it's a pretty quick install. Actually, not installed right now. That doesn't mean anything necessarily. We have Frostpunk still. Could just react to videos. Could call it a very early stream or semi-early stream. This is what I'm talking about while we're building this system. And the system's just not quite ready to go yet, which is I don't like being in this scenario where I have limited or content I'm not super interested in to move forward with. So it's good I'm making that point real time for you guys. Divinity. I don't want to fucking play Divinity again. Crowfall. Could play Crowfall. I have that installed. I'm leveling a blue Myrmidon right now, but it's not a lot of content, really, honestly. It's not content you want to watch. Come mow the lawn. So mowing the lawn in Crowfall is standing. So you capture points by standing in circles, and most of the game is about conflict and PvP that arises from that. But in the early, like this time of day, it's Sunday, so there'll be a little bit more activity. But this time of day, on a regular day in Crowfall, no one will be there to PvP with. So you literally stand in circles, and they call it mowing the lawn because the current dominant faction is green. So the map is entirely green, basically. So mowing the lawn is cutting back on the green. But it doesn't really feel like something I'm that interested in doing with my life as a whole. MTGA overexplained. And plus, isn't that Dern's job? He acts like he does it all the time, but he never actually does it. So it is a little snoozy right now. We looked at spoilers for the new set. No, I'd do that. Do we have spoilers for the new set, Victor? Are those out? Or are they just like a couple spoilers and not like the full set review? I'd love to do that. Let's look at some fucking spoilers for the new MTG set. I think Total War is a fine idea too, Havish, but I think the issue right now is the same issue with Battletech, is we're not really ready to jump into that quite yet. I need a little bit to prep for that in terms of thinking about if I want to run mods, what mods, if I want to devote some period of time to that with a backup plan, if it is immediately boring for me, etc. It's quite a lot. Where do I find the spoilers? Don't play Total War with mods. Why? Spoiler.com. Thank you. Is it Mythic Spoiler or Magic Spoiler? Are they both the same fucking thing? Sounds like they might both be the same thing. All right. There's only 5 here. Maybe that's not a good idea. Let's see. Not right away. The game is relatively well balanced. People were just telling me today the game is poorly balanced right now. That the AI is really stupid. We could Slay some Spire. Slay the Spire sounds like it would be kind of half fun. Let me reinstall Slay the Spire. Do a little tiny bit of Slay the Spire, maybe. At least move the conversation forward a little bit. Okay. Install Slay the Spire. Okay. Finish. It's a little tiny game too. It's kind of nice. Just because the graphics are so good. By the way, Slay the Spire is one of the, from an initial playthrough as a player, just like looking at it, it's one of the ugliest games ever. Slay the Spire has the Slay the Streamer mod. I don't know that mod. What's the Slay the Streamer mod? Look up game trailers of the games you've been suggested. We could do that. I'm in the just chatting category. I feel like I may never enter this category again, so it might be good to take advantage of it as much as humanly possible. Devotion and Gods are back. What is Devotion again? Devotion's like the amount of the type of mana you pay or something? I thought, no, that's not right. That's the mana symbols on the board. Let's see. Okay, where are we right now? So, I mean, I could go through that list. So let's see. We'll go to this list. All right. We'll do this list right here. This list, you guys think? Should we go through that list as I hadn't thought about crowdsourcing this. What's the other? Let's make just a quick look at my stream related current check email list. Yeah, this hasn't been updated in a while. All right, let's do this. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's do this. Let's do this. We'll keep Slay the Spire on as a potential option in the near future here. Let's go through some of these game titles that we're considering and being interested in right now, as well as some of the ones that are currently sitting on my Just making sure this is okay to stream. I think it is. There's no actual keys here. Okay. All right. Chrome. Hello, Chrome. All right. Manager. Okay. Felt like RimWorld. Do we want to check these out? And will these open here? Probably. Let's find out. My immediate thought is it looks janky as fuck. What does it actually look like? Autoplay video. No. Play it. Brah. Play the video. Don't be like that. Is this game for children? It's a fair question. It's very loud. Presumably there's no volume option, and as you level up you have more and more control over the volume, but if you don't do well early it will get I assume it's like it punishes you with sound, right? There's a whole like psychology like genre of papers that come out with the idea that you can punish people with sound and what people will do when they give that option to be aggressive with sound. I assume this game is similar. If you do well early you get the ability to control the sound, but as you do worse you get progressively less ability to control the sound, and it just gets louder and louder and louder until it destroys your brain. I'm guessing here. This does not look like something I'd enjoy. And this is a promotional video. I generally assume that the promotional video is going to be the most enjoyable or most accurate depiction of the game. So that would probably be, probably not. All right, Imperium Greek Wars. Do I want another 4X? I've not been super excited about 4Xs in a long time, but we can check it out. Let's check it out. Okay. All right, where's an actual gameplay footage? You think this is gameplay? Let's look at gameplay. All right, can we make this bigger? Yeah, we can.
Hello, I'm Fortress once again. Your guide
Well voice acted.
into the beating heart of the Hellenic world. Thebes in Boeotia has long been a traditional power among the Hellenic states. It plays complex political games, directed especially against Athens and Sparta, trying to break the fragile balance of power established by the Peloponnesian and Delian League
Krem while he's
by
drinking.
wooing their allies and provoking loyal friends against one another. Boeotia must also cast an eye towards events in Focus, which controls the sacred temple and
Show me gameplay!
Dynasty.
I think there's gameplay in this one. This one looked not gameplay to me. Imperium's Greek Wars. Still doesn't show me any. It's Macedon. Sure. Okay. I don't know what the gameplay is this game is about yet. It's a 4X, but I didn't see anything resembling combat or diplomacy. I keep seeing this world map. It looks fairly ugly, but I don't have any sense of what you do on this world map. So, maybe later? Okay. This one was actually kind of fun at one point, but I was a little dubious about it. All right. Take a look at this one. Sigma Theory. All right, trailers. Less ugly map, moderately upbeat music. Now available. So it's actually out right now. All right, let's take a look at the other things. More videos. Let's take a couple more. See what I mean though? Like how easy it is to rule out a video, like a game super early based on its promotional materials.
I need a couple of drones and 4 men.
Only 4?
4 is enough, if they're the best.
Is this the Cold War all
Send the
over
B
again?
team.
The Cold War was about 2 countries stockpiling weapons. The Sigma theory is mankind's greatest disruption. It's our chance to demolish the global financial system and a whole lot more.
We've developed anti-gravity ties.
I see only 2 ways this can end. The world will be wiped out,
Or it will be saved?
or it will be changed forever.
But how do you plan to win this war?
I don't plan to win, but I'll do my best to be the last one to lose.
Questionable strategy at best. God, Archer DLC would be amazing for this. Are you kidding me? That would be hilarious. Alright, so that was no gameplay, just hype video. These are screen caps. Are they only allowed 2 videos? Can they not give me a... I don't really want to just random Google search these games. But I don't know. It looks like it. You know, my first thought on this is this would be... Okay, so we're changing this system. But in the past, this is kind of how the system would work, right? I'd go through these. From my perspective, I would rule out the first 2 we looked at. And from my perspective, I'd be like, yes, let's take a key for this. Get a key. And then I would try to play a little bit of this offline before making the next. So that would basically have gone through my first tier of decisions, be like, yeah, maybe. And then it would be in the second tier of, I need to check this out off stream for a little bit to see if it would be playable on stream. You mean it has very positive. Okay, I want to teach you, this is going to be a trick for your gaming career that you're going to thank me for. This is a Steam review. And Steam review is essentially the compilation of all the people who want to be shitty to somebody else on the internet, and they are commenting on games that you may or may not get enjoyment out of. You should not let those people do anything to do with your selection of games, because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and they're they have ruined so many great games by shitting on the Steam reviews of games that are good. Don't do anything with them. Don't read those. Don't look at them. You might as well just block this out. If you need to do it with tape, do it with tape. Put tape on your monitor and just block that shit out. Because reading Steam reviews is toxic as fuck. Just don't do it. Look for someone who's actually spent the time to understand the game before you do that. All right. So I think this one is yes. Get me a key. Oops. All right. We'll check that out. I mean, this is just for me, not yes, I'm going to play it, but yes, I want the next tier of being able to check it out. Okay. All right. Strategic Command World War I. Undermine the enemy's will to resist through diplomacy and political intrigue while mobilizing your forces and developing new techniques and ways of waging war, from the tank to the airplane, the submarine to the aircraft carrier. World War I? Submarines? This war witnessed a massive outpouring of new weapons, and all these are at your disposal to search and deploy. Sounds cool. Sounds like... Take a look. What does it look like? Strategic Command World War I. Okay. Slitherine. Okay, but that's publisher. And not like I've played some good games from them. They put out a lot of games, and their games are hit or miss in terms of quality. Let's see what they have to say.
Strategic Command World War I is a turn-based war game featuring the...
Wait. Is this, what's his face from, the movie trailer review stuff? God, what's his name? He's got a website. He's a pretty funny guy. Oh, dude, I can't remember what it's called. Sounds like him, though, doesn't it?
The war that should have ended all wars. Relive this momentous conflict from the opening shots of 19...
This is important. This is gameplay footage.
14 to the final offensives. From the bloody fields of Flanders to the sweeping advances in the east, the fighting in Italy, the Balkans, and the Middle East. Strategic Command World War I covers all the main aspects and theaters of the war. Victory will require developing new military doctrines to improve your commander's abilities, the combat effectiveness of your units.
This does not look like something I want to play. It looks like a bad Hearts of Iron to me.
Choose which block you want to lead. the Triple Entente, or the Central Powers, and witness firsthand the importance of strategic planning, coupled with the need for cooperation between all the nations on your side.
All right, I would rule this out probably from this and say unless, and I do revisit these. So like if I get this is what I'm talking about. Like it's so easy to miss things because it's much easier to rule them out than it is to rule them in. But anyways, no. Okay. All right. Rekindling. Settlement building and management game. You're tasked with rebuilding society after the ZTD virus has taken over and turned the masses into mindless creatures. Build, harvest, mine, and fight. Things I like to do with your survivors to build a sustainable society and take steps towards finding the cure. Looks very similar to RimWorld, but in early access, it might be on the cutting edge. Email was quite personal, so possibly something that these are cold call emails or through some of the game suggestion sites I have essentially that this is stockpiled from. So, all right. And I do this generally about once a week, go through these looking for gaming content. All right. Jesus, it looks exactly like RimWorld too. Why do I want to play this over RimWorld? Music's cool, but RimWorld is good music too. Oh yeah, new fucking player. Look at that. He's building corners. What a scrub. He's growing carrots. He's got walls up and a perimeter. He's building floors. That's floors, right? I don't know why I would play this over RimWorld. Why? Is there something else it does differently? Does any part of that differentiate itself from a previous title that's really good? Okay. No. Okay. Release date coming up for the Frostpunk expansion. I do want to play, so yes. I don't know what improved on Discord means. Oh, I approved it on Discord. Right. So we're looking for a key. Great. All right. Early release gritty turn-based RPG. RPGs do great on my channel. Correct. Let's take a look. I like gritty. Gritty generally means, gritty seems to be code for you actually have to make moral decisions that are interesting. Let's see what it looks like.
The weirdness is close now. Twisting the land and all its life. King Arthur is dead, and Avalon no longer belongs to us.
We have to find a way to strengthen the Mimir and buy more time. I offer you the...
Interestingly, my internal thought process goes, this is a lot of storyline for something that I want to see gameplay footage for, but I suppose as a fucking RPG, we should maybe pay attention.